From street vendor to school founder. How one woman broke the chains of poverty and built a legacy of hope. Aisha's journey from a barefoot orphan in Kampala to the founder of a free school for underprivileged children is more than a personal triumph. It's a powerful example of how education and compassion can rewrite destinies. In the dusty streets of Kampala, Uganda, where opportunity is often a luxury and survival is the daily goal, a barefoot 10-year-old girl named Aisha roamed the city selling roasted groundnuts. Her parents had both died of malaria within months of each other, and no relative stepped in to offer a home or a hand. What she lacked in comfort, she made up for it in quiet resilience. Aisha had one wish, a simple one, yet revolutionary in her world: to sit in a classroom, wear a uniform, and write her name on a real blackboard. Poverty is often described in numbers. Over 700 million people live on less than $2.15 a day. More than half of these are children. But statistics never fully capture what poverty robs from a human soul. It isn't just hunger or homelessness, it's the stripping away of dreams. Aisha's story reminds us that behind every data point is a heartbeat, a name, an untapped potential waiting for a chance. Each day after selling her nuts, Aisha would linger outside the nearby primary school, pressing her ear to the cracked windows, hoping to catch a line of poetry, a math trick, a sentence in English. She was a ghost in that system, present, yet invisible. One afternoon, a teacher named Mr. Kato noticed her scribbling notes in the dirt with a stick. Moved by her determination, he began to share old notebooks, teach her after school, and eventually convinced the principal to let her audit classes unofficially. From there, the tide began to shift. Aisha caught the attention of a local NGO working with street children. They offered her a scholarship, a uniform, and 2 meals a day. For the first time, she was no longer just surviving, she was learning. She flew through her primary and secondary education, often finishing top of her class. Nights were spent studying under streetlights or cleaning local offices for pocket money. Weekends were for tutoring younger students who reminded her of the child she used to be. At 19, Aisha was accepted into Makerere University to study education. Most students celebrated with parties and selfies. Aisha celebrated by taking a part-time job as a janitor to cover what the scholarship didn't. Her life was no fairy tale. It was forged in persistence, pain, and moments of grace. After graduating, Aisha faced a choice. She could take a job at a prestigious private school or go abroad for better pay. But her heart pulled her in another direction. She returned to her old neighborhood, now a grown woman with a mission: to build the school she had once dreamed of attending. With her savings and the help of a crowdfunding campaign she launched through social media, Aisha founded Hope Rising Community School, a free school for orphaned, homeless, and displaced children. She started with a makeshift classroom, 5 second-hand desks, and 15 students. Her story spread quickly, attracting volunteers, partnerships with educational NGOs, and small grants from local businesses. Today, Hope Rising educates over 400 children annually, offering not just academics but also meals, counseling, vocational training, and a sense of belonging. Aisha now employs 15 teachers, runs mentorship programs, and advocates for policy reform in Kampala's slums. She's been invited to speak at international forums, not because she holds titles, but because she holds truths that too many ignore. Aisha's story is not about charity, it's about justice. It's a living rebuttal to the belief that poverty is an unbreakable curse. Her life is proof that the cycle can be disrupted when one person dares to dream, when one teacher dares to care, and when one community decides to believe in change. So, what does Aisha teach us? She teaches that poverty cannot be fought from podiums alone. It must be addressed with policies and people. Governments must invest in education, healthcare, and social protection not as expenses, but as moral obligations. Communities must recognize the talent and worth buried beneath hardship. And individuals, whether teachers, donors, or neighbors, must choose to see the invisible. Conclusion: Aisha's journey from a street vendor to a school founder is a mirror held up to the world. It reflects what is possible when opportunity meets determination. But it also poses a profound question to all of us. How many more Aishas are out there, hungry, brilliant, overlooked, just waiting for someone to open a window, pass them a book, or say, "You belong here"?